It was 2016. Modest beginnings for Kwu Stemtima at the time, grandmothers of Upper Nicola. Only 5 members in 2016. This group has made incredible strides over the past 7 years, now about 20 members strong and growing and determined to make a difference. The group is chaired by Holmes. Carol, number one, what's the focus and what drives you as this group continues?
Why Peace Knox Hill, good day, my relations. The Kwu Stemtima group started up in 2016 following an Inaukenwich session at the pit house at Spachman. The Inaukenwich, which is a decision-making process to determine the outcome of an issue or a problem. And at that particular time, the issue was the number of children in care, the number of children that have been removed from their homes and are living with other people, whether it's with other family members or in some cases with people who are not family members. And so this was a big concern. At that particular time at the Inaukenwich, it was reminded to the grandmothers, reminded to the community that the responsibility of our children, the responsibility of our relations, which includes our children and families, is the responsibility of the Stemtima, the grandmothers.
How do we make a difference in changing the past trend?
The grandmother's declaration reads that our children are sacred, that we have the safety, well-being, and identity of our relations, so our children and families is a priority. And so what we do on a regular basis, we hold regular events, which may be teaching events, it may be events which celebrate a small group, might be a cultural event, any type of event to build community wellness, to build healthy families, to bring families together in a good way.
As mentioned, 20 members strong today. How can people get involved? Kwu Stemtima, grandmothers, do you have to be a grandmother to be a member of Kwu Stemtima?
So anybody can become part of our Kwu Stemtima group. You don't have to be a Stemtima, you don't have to be a grandmother, aunties, mothers, sisters. We're open. There is no age limit. You can be involved with, so each of our Stemtima have a skill, whether it's skills with sewing, skills with buckskin, skills with traditions, skills with creating laws and jurisdiction. And so we all branch off into our various skills, because part of what we're also working on is our jurisdiction and our laws. When our children were apprehended from our community, that was not part of our laws. Nobody had the right, the permission to take the children from our houses and our homes. And so what we're working on is making the changes so that our Upper Nicola laws are created and people are upholding those laws. So people can be involved with the events, the activities, but they can also be involved with the creating of jurisdiction and legislation for Upper Nicola.
You're really committed to this. You are very passionate about this. Why?
That's a real tough question. With all of our members, we've all experienced trauma. We've all experienced hardship. We've all experienced someone in our family's been apprehended, or someone in our families experiencing trauma and violence, whether it's in our families or within ourselves. And what our passion is to create a healthy home, to create healthy families so that children grow up in a loving, caring, safe home environment. We all believe that our children are sacred. And so each of the activities we work towards is creating an environment where our children are loved and our children are able to be the person that they are meant to be. One of our declaration states that to raise our children to be leaders and to be able to encourage our relations to reclaim their identity. And so we all work passionately to create those ways, create those pathways so that our whole community is making a difference in a good way.
You have an emotional connection to this, and that is obvious to me right now. Obviously, this is near and dear to your heart. How can other people join you in this campaign?
People can join by calling the Kwu Stemtima office, calling Deborah Manuel. She is our relations director. Her number is 250-378-7575. or the best way to do would be to stop off at our Lakeview office at Kwustemtima.